So here's something that throughout my whole life, most of my life, up until like this year, a couple days ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, but it's been this year. I've always thought that dinosaurs didn't roam with men, like they didn't roam with the men, like, and I even questioned uh, if dinosaurs were around when they say they were. That's before Christ, right? That's before God even made the 7 days that God made the world. It would be even before that. And I always thought, well, that doesn't, like, how does that work with the Bible? Because the Bible is supposed to be the beginning, right? Everything starts at the beginning of the Bible. Well, if dinosaurs were before that, the Bible's lying. That's how I've always looked at it throughout my whole life. Till I started reading the Bible here recently and learning stuff and watching videos and figuring out stuff myself. And literally, and I didn't know this, in the Bible, it talks about what could be a dinosaur walking amongst the people in this time. So, behemoth. Behold, the behemoth. I'm probably saying that wrong. Which I made with thee. He eats grass as an ox. His bones are as strong pieces of brass. He is a chief of the ways of God. It says the Bible describes a huge, powerful creature that eats grass like an ox, has strong bones like metal, has a tail like a cedar tree, and is one of God's greatest creations. There's nothing that, no animal that we have right now, none, that are even close to that description. Not even one. And a lot of people, and I'm gonna read it here in this next little spot. Some think it might be a hippopotamus or elephant, but those don't have cedar-like tails. Their tails are small. The hippopotamus got a small tail. The elephant has a small tail. This thing, whatever it was, had a tail like a cedar tree. A cedar tree. There's no animal that has a tail that big or that strong. At all. Others believe it might be described as a dinosaur-like creature, like a sauropod, long-necked dinosaurs. And that makes perfect sense. It's the only thing that makes sense at all. So, which would mean that the dinosaurs roamed with the people. Now, this is after the flood that they talk about this. So that means they roamed. Most of them might have got ended during the flood. Most of them. But some of them lived after the flood. Some of them were on the ark. Not all of them, because most of them probably died. Most of them he probably wanted to end. Most of them were dangerous for people. But the rest of them were on the ark and roamed with the people. Which is just something I never knew. But then it says, and then there's the Labratus Job 41, a sea creature that breathes fire and has terrifying teeth and is invincible. Sounds like a dragon, right? So it's hard to believe that there would be dragons. And I don't even know how you would explain this one. Like, how do you explain that? It's in the Bible. If you believe everything that you read, you have to believe there was some type of animal or some type of something that could breathe fire and had terrifying teeth, and it was invincible. That's just, it's hard to even believe. Like, so I think this is also a dragon of, or not a dragon, but a dinosaur of some sort. Like maybe a sea creature dinosaur of some sort. But still, it walked and swam amongst the people. And then it puts, why is this cool? The ancient description of Job could be memories of creatures long extinct. They show how the Bible mixes spiritual truth with mysteries of nature. And they spark a lot of imagination. I don't think it's doing that. I really think that, why would they put it in here if it wasn't real? I'm not saying there was a fire-breathing dragon, but could there have been? There could have been. I'm not saying there was dinosaurs that walked amongst the men, but the Bible says there was. It literally says in 2 verses. It says in Job 40:15 through 19, and it also says in Job 41. I think they're both dinosaurs. I don't think there's a dragon, but maybe there was. Maybe there was. But if this is true, science is way off. Way off. We're supposed to believe science, right? But if we go by what it says here, the science is lying. The science is lying to us. I believe the Bible. I don't believe the science. And I believed the science all my life, up until just recently. I got to believe what the Bible says. And the Bible says there was something like a dinosaur. But it doesn't say that. But there was something like a dinosaur that walked amongst the people. There was a dragon that come out of the water that could have been another form of a dinosaur. But what do you guys think? What do you think? Give me your comment below and let me know what you think. If you guys need a prayer request, also leave that there in the comment section. I will definitely pray for you guys if you need me to. Like, comment, and share, and we'll see you guys out in the next video. Peace.